Here's an article that I wrote on my blog. It's called How to Sustain Positivity in Real Time. I did this series where I call it 6 a.m. pen and pad sessions, where I would get up every day and I would just type out some thoughts and things in my mind, or just interesting things, fiction, nonfiction, mindset, sports cards. And I'll get up at 6 a.m. and just type. And I call it 6 a.m. pen and pad session. You can see it on my blog, which is at jasonwttw.wixsite.com/jasonwttw. I know it's super long. Just go on my Instagram, click the link. You'll find it on Facebook. It's probably going to be in this description on this podcast if you're watching this from or listening to this from Spotify or Apple. But yeah, this was a good one. I asked my text group. I texted them. I said, hey, what's some topics you guys want me to write about? And this one came up, how to sustain positivity in real time. So I'm just going to read it right from my blog. I think I did a pretty good job on it. Got some good feedback on it. So I just want to read it straight through to you guys, and hope you enjoy this. So here it is. How to sustain positivity in real time. So the first thing that comes to mind with this is gratitude. Being thankful for what we have while we pursue all that we want. I think COVID and the pandemic really put a spotlight on this. Everything changed, but flipping the perspective and going deeper into gratitude has helped me a bunch, not only during this time, but overall in the past decade. Being grateful I have friends and family in good health. Being grateful I'm alive and well and doing what I love every day. Being grateful that just maybe these times have put a magnifying glass on areas that needed correction and change, like social injustice, the school system, the workplace. For example, so many people and companies can see that working from home is a great option. So maybe from this point on, that cuts down commute traffic and car accidents. That can allow families to spend more time together, gives more freedom in working remotely. So I can honestly say, even at the young age of 29, that gratitude fuels positivity incredibly well. Just being thankful to live and winning the lotto to be a human being is something to acknowledge. Do you know how many things have to line up and go right for you and I to be born? Just think of that for a moment. Everything literally has to line up to be born. From the time our parents got super excited and steamed up the bedroom to mom popping us out in labor is a miracle. We could have literally been the sperm cell that ended up on the towel or on the toilet water. You get what I'm saying? Really though, the fact that bloodlines and relatives before us had to survive or live long enough so that you and I could be here today is remarkable. My biological dad was murdered in his 20s. I was about 6 years old. It's tragic to say the least, but I think about that often, the life he was living, and honestly, through all of that, here I am. My dad didn't make it out the streets, but he had me. Thank God. Gratitude and perspective makes positivity a whole lot more achievable. The next thing that comes to mind is just loving the process of whatever we're doing. Being happy in the work we're doing. Being happy in the work that we choose. Not for the money or the trophies, but for the actual game. The process, the activity of it. I think a lot of people are unhappy or negative in some sort because they don't like what they're doing every day and don't get fulfillment, which can lead to burnout, sadness, and other emotions that take away from that positive mindset. I love that I can do personal training, fitness, kickboxing, podcasting, sports cards, and create awesome content to market and storytell around those things. Here's another point of positivity. Being around positive people certainly helps being positive. Being surrounded by people who are into optimism and happiness feels really good. Your spouse, core group of friends, and family are something you really want to be sure are feeding into your positivity, not taking away from it. I like the real life part of this question because fake positivity and fake happiness is a real thing. Humans buy things they don't like or can't afford to impress people they don't like because we get wrapped up in other people's opinions way too much. If there's one thing I really honed in on these past 5 years, it's that. Not caring about other people's judgment. That allows me to play in the things that I truly love and allows me to be myself 24/7. Another aspect of this real life is what happens on social media. If there's anyone you know who's incredibly active and aware of what's happening on social media, it's me, because I live on there. It's where I communicate and market and build community through the hundreds of pieces of content that I post each month. The one thing that I notice is that you can easily fake positivity on social media. So many people have so many good things to share and document on social media, but they're not, because they only will post the things that will give them the most likes or give them the most positive comments. They shy away from authenticity. For me, when I make content and post, it's about documenting my journey, showing you my process, and seeing what it's like as I build and do the things that I love and am passionate about. The second part to that is this: I post because I want the person reading it to get three things from it: education, fun, and entertainment. Not sales, not likes, but those three things: entertainment, fun, and education. Now I'm providing value instead of just going on social media to look good. This even connects back to doing what you love in today's world. If you want to brand yourself and get in front of eyeballs, the way to do that is through the internet. So if you're doing what you love in real life, and then tell the world about it through pictures, video, written word, audio, podcast, on the internet, you're constantly in positivity mode and spreading happiness. And that's what I wrote on how to stay positive in real time. Thanks.